Hello again, fans and friends, and welcome to my first major update to this channel video. Starting today, I'm excited to announce that I'm now a PNGTuber. Starting with this very video, you'll see my avatar in all my future works. My little guy, who I'm just going to stick to calling PD, is a masked wrestler Panda. Let's get into why I chose this character and what makes his attire so special to me. I've been a fan of wrestling since I was 5 years old. While you may think PD is supposed to be a lucha libre wrestling panda, especially when you consider the fact that I'm proudly Hispanic, PD's mask is actually based on indie wrestling legend Super Dragon. One day, someday, I plan to make a video detailing the life and legacy of Super Dragon. I'll just briefly say that I consider Super Dragon both my favorite wrestler of all time and one of the greatest wrestlers of all time. There's a reason why his fans refer to him as Indie Taker, as in the Undertaker of the independent wrestling scene. PD's shirt is blue and red because that's the color of Superman. If you've watched my Superman review, you know how much I love Superman. If you haven't, I'll be brief again and just say that I love Superman. I love him a lot. The design on the shirt may look like the Superman symbol at first glance, but it's actually based on the Alex Ross version of Alan Moore's Supreme. Supreme, specifically Alan Moore's version of Supreme, is one of my favorite comic book characters. I plan to make a video on Alan Moore's Supreme one day as well. And I chose a panda because pandas are my spirit animal. My personality is very panda like. I'm fun and outgoing, easy to get along with, a bit goofy and silly at times. I love being the center of attention, and I love to entertain people, just like a panda. But every once in a while, a panda can and will remind you that they're part of the bear family. Everyone always seems to forget that. Despite how cute and lovable pandas are, they have all the same traits that make bears so dangerous: massive size, long and sharp claws, incredible bite force. If you've ever seen a documentary about polar bears and thought, damn, that shit is terrifying, pandas have all of that going on for them too. So while it's an important part of my personality that I'm very positive and upbeat and try my best to be fun and engaging, I am not afraid to take a stand against things I feel passionately about. I'm not going to sugarcoat anything. That's a promise I made to myself before I started this channel. If I love something, I will sing its praises from the highest rooftop. But if I don't like something, I will tell you plainly, this thing fucking sucks and I hate it. I've got some plans on that too. Coming up real soon will be a video about the scalping epidemic that has infested the Pokemon card collecting hobby. And eventually I plan to do a full review of the entire DC Extended Universe film franchise, which I absolutely fucking hated. Brace yourselves for when I get to Batman vs. Superman Dawn of Justice. With the amount of cursing I'll be doing in that video, I don't see it ever being monetized. I'll probably save that one for when I'm able to afford a better microphone. Otherwise, you'd never be able to understand what I'm trying to say, because I'll be screaming too loudly. The other update I have for everyone is that I've posted a new story on my website. It's called Revelation of a Vampire, and the first chapter is called Alpha of the Omega. This, like the story of William Moxie, will be an ongoing series. But please note, as with all of my fiction stories, I live by the ideal of it's done when it's done, and it'll come out when it's ready to come out. So I have no idea how many chapters would ultimately make up this story, and I don't know when I'll write another chapter, but I plan to keep at it until it's finished. I'll leave a link to the story in the description of this video. Here's a quick synopsis. Revelation of a Vampire is the story of Cain, the first murderer and the first vampire. The story begins with Cain and LAPD detective Andrea Bennett discovering a grisly crime scene that may portend the coming of the Antichrist. Will Cain be able to finally earn God's forgiveness by preventing the apocalypse? Or is this the end of the world as we know it? And finally, I'd like to throw a shout out to the maker of my PNGTuber model, Kitsune Kashiya. Not only is she incredibly talented, her professionalism throughout this entire process has been out of this world. We communicated frequently throughout the entire design process, and she was always open to feedback and willing to make whatever edits I asked for. I've already told her this privately, but I'd like to say it publicly as well. Kitsune worked her ass off until my PNG tuber model was perfect. This avatar is everything I ever wanted. This is the image I see inside my head when I think of the character of PDW 2KX. In addition to the four major images all PNG tubers have, I also have all of these. I have my angry face for when I'm pissed off. I have a throat cut gesture for when I'm saying something controversial or when I'm challenging someone. I have a face palm. And I also have the classic fighter's pose, which is a reference to me being a huge MMA fan and will probably be used when I'm talking about something I really love. From now on, every long form video I post will include a link to Kitsune, each and every one, forever. That is how grateful I am that this incredible artist was able to make this incredible avatar. I was so excited to post this video that I'm still waiting on her response to confirm what specific link she would like, but for now, I'll leave a link to her Twitter. And I'm not calling it X. I'm never calling it X. Fuck you, Elon Musk. Stop naming your kids nonsense gibberish. But that's all for now, fans and friends. I'm excited for the future, and I'm glad you've decided to come along for the ride. Please remember to like and subscribe if you feel like liking and subscribing, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care.